Well, at this stage, we just needed a win, and I thought we did a good job. I know they ended up with 111 points, but they had 22 points the last 4 minutes of the game, obviously going to the free throw line. So I thought our defense was pretty solid. We have to close out games a little bit better. I mean, we got to be able to guard without fouling, and we made a lot of fouls down the stretch, and they were legitimate calls. I thought, we have to get in front of the ball. We got to be able to control the ball, and we didn't do that. But, like I said, we needed a win in any kind of way. And obviously I thought Ty was really, really spectacular. He did a great job and made some big shots for us and stuff like that. And then, if you look at the power forward position between Mezzi and Marv, Marv has 10 rebounds, and I think Mezzi ends up with 8 or something like that. So to get 18 rebounds from that power forward position was pretty good also.
Alvin, just the physicality you guys seem to match in this game. You can see it in the rebounding numbers. You guys dominated them on the glass. How much is that part of what you guys are working with this team behind the scenes, especially after what happened Sunday and yesterday's practice?
Well, I think it becomes very important. We talked about the fact that, we gave up 19 offensive rebounds for 37 points or something like that. So you can't overcome that as a team. But I thought we did a great job of going to the boards, of staying on the boards ourselves. Really, I thought D. Jones was spectacular. On the offensive boards as well as on the defensive boards, and I think overall, I thought we were much more aggressive as far as pursuing the ball and things like that.
Alvin, how did you feel like the response was coming off the last game into tonight, especially in that third quarter where some bad habits kind of came up again, and you guys kind of responded? How did you feel the response was from your team at that point?
Well, as I said, we have some things that we have to correct, and we have to correct immediately. I thought we got back on track. We got off track just a little bit, but we got back on track and did a really good job of finding a way to close the game. As I said, the most important thing was to get a win, and then we can go back and we can look at some things and correct them. But we did a lot of good things also.
De'Aaron didn't do too bad tonight. I mean, the shooting's a little bit off. You think with him being out for about 10 days, it's taking him a little to get back into his rhythm?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't worry about him. I'm not worried about the Fox is the least of our worries. Okay, he's going to be fine. You can see it in Rashawn too. To miss 10 days, or in his case, more and more games, it takes you a little while to get back into the rhythm of where you were. And I think you'll see that with Alex, and you'll see it with Davion also. To be out 10 days or 2 weeks or 5 games, and then to come back, especially playing in this league, it takes you a little while to adjust,
Alvin, you guys have kind of been prodding Tyrese to be more aggressive offensively throughout the whole season. Just how impressed are you with the player he's becoming that we're seeing over the last, I don't know, what is 6 games?
I think he's been great, and as I said, he had another double-double, 24 and 10, and the only one that has been able to stop him from doing that since he started it was me, by taking him out of the game the other night. I still think he had 18 and 19 points, and I think he had 8 assists also, or 7 assists. So, I think he's playing at a real, real high level and been able to make plays down the stretch for us.
Alvin, to follow up on the question there about Tyrese, there's been kind of this recurring thing about like the chemistry between De'Aaron and Tyrese, and I'm sure you're aware of some of the numbers when you have one or both. What are your thoughts on that question in terms of the chemistry? And maybe more to the point, is it a compatibility question? Do you feel like the organization has been able to determine if they're compatible together?
Well, I think they are, because I think both of them can play on the ball, and I think both of them can play off the ball. So it's easy to play them together. That's not a problem at all. And then obviously in certain situations, he become the primary ball handler. They had Dort, who we consider one of the elite defenders in this league, guarding Fox tonight for a lot of the game. And so we just made Ty the primary ball handler in a lot of situations, because Dort is an elite defender, and you don't want to. I mean, it's almost like a Deion Sanders type situation. Do you really want to throw to his side of the floor, or do you want to go away? I mean, his side of the field, or do you want to go away from it because you got another elite ball handler that can do it and get you in the same situations?
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win, first of all. Two quick questions. One, how many steps forward do you feel that you made as a team in those 48 minutes tonight against the Thunder? And second, what did you see on De'Aaron's performance and the way that he controlled the pace and he led the game, the team on the floor?
Yeah. As far as the steps that we made, I just it's not going to come full circle in after one game because the coach rant and rave about something. But I thought we did a good job of the way we approached the game and what we tried to do as far as getting into the ball, rebounding the basketball, playing with more pace. I thought we tried to do all of those things tonight. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So hopefully we're going to keep improving in those areas every game. And as far as Fox's performance, I don't worry about his shot, and I know he didn't shoot the ball very good. I don't know what he ended up shooting, 4 for 17. But they're all shots that I'll have him shoot every night, So I'm not worried about those things. Most of the time, if he gets those kind of shots, it's going to be more like 11 for 17, not 4. So it's not even anything that we even worry about at all.
Yeah, hey, Coach. Buddy had a rough couple of games last week or so, but tonight, 21 points, looked a lot more comfortable out there. What'd you like seeing from Buddy tonight in his performance? He just looked a lot more comfortable out there, and just wondering what you saw for tonight.
Well, the one thing we got to do is we got to continue to try to get him shots. We tried to put him in situations tonight where, he had the ability to get some shots up and stuff. And, I know he got 14 up and he got 7 threes, but that's what we should be getting from him, even more threes, really. But they did a pretty good job. Once again, when he was in the game, they tried to play an elite defender on him also. And Dort pretty much guarded anybody that they thought was going to hurt him. So, but I thought the guys did a good job, and I thought he did a good job of using screens tonight. And I thought we did a good job of setting screens for him. So he got some good looks.